Hi friends, welcome to Naresh IT. My name is Natraj. In this video, I am going to talk about how to use NetBeans IDE to develop Hibernate application through a reverse engineering process. So first of all, let us try to understand what is Hibernate reverse engineering. The process of generating domain classes with annotation or without annotation, configuration file, mapping file if needed, dynamically based on the given table is called what? Hibernate reverse engineering. Why should I go for Hibernate reverse engineering? Why should I go for Hibernate reverse engineering? Let us assume I have a big project having more than 100 tables. You know that generally we create domain classes means Hibernate entity classes, nothing but BO classes, nothing but persistence classes. Okay, we create them based on one per table. So I have 100 tables in the project, and I don't think I will sit and write domain class for each table manually. It's time consuming process. I want to see that is happening dynamically, automatically through some wizard, and that process is nothing but Hibernate reverse engineering. Luckily, almost in every IDE where Hibernate support is there, this reverse engineering plugin is available. If not there, we can add from outside and we can perform reverse engineering to get configuration file, mapping files, domain classes with or without annotations dynamically, so that productivity will be increased in the application development. What do you mean by productivity? We can do more work in less time with a great accuracy. Accuracy means what? Correctness will be nice, because not only it saves the time, it also gives accuracy. So let's see how to do that work in what? NetBeans IDE. So let me give step by step. Observe screens carefully. Observe screens carefully, because small minute activities will be there. So I am creating Java project. What project? Java project in NetBeans IDE. NetBeans IDE. So let's create one Java project in NetBeans IDE. Here my interest is to perform one select operation here. So let's go for, I already launched NetBeans IDE here. That's nice. So go to file menu, new project. Here we got Java. I want standalone project only. Say next. So I am taking Java application 1. Let me take HB application 1. HB application 1 basic get object. Get object means what? Loading object from the table. Basic get object, nothing but loading object from the table, getting object from table. Location nice, project folder, some default locations. Let's continue with this. You want to create a default main class? No. Save, finish. So when it is taking time, no problem. Step number 2, make sure that DB table is available. DB table is available in database software with primary key constraint. With what? Primary key constraint. With primary key constraint. This is my table here. Okay. So just now one table is created. What are the columns? EID, first name, last name, that's last name, email. It is having primary key constraint for what? EID column. So on safe side, let us insert. On safe side, let us insert one record into the table, because we have decided to perform select operation. Don't forget that. So insert into employee. What is this? Values 356 something. Raja. So last name some Rao. Yeah, because being Indian, I am entering Indian names, and the two South Indian names, quite funny. Okay, and in my videos, you know, the Raja is the most popular person, right? Gmail.com, semicolon. Yeah, one row is created, and let's commit also, because you know lot of persistence technologies cannot read uncommitted data from the table. Let's commit it on safe side. So fine, we are ready with the table, and here it is ready with the project. Java cup is there. Fine. So let's add libraries, boss. Let's go to next step. Add Hibernate libraries. Add Hibernate libraries and OJDBC6.jar file to project. So because we have to use API, na? So right click, not that, you go for libraries one. Add library. You need not to arrange Hibernate framework separately here. So here NetBeans comes with a lot of built-in plugins. At least in Eclipse, for reverse engineering you have to install one plugin. For Maven you have to install plugin, but here not required. See. So it is having max support of Hibernate 4.3.x, no problem. Actually latest version is 5.2 it seems, but much changes are not there for basic activity that we are performing. Much changes are not required for basic activity you are performing. So that's why we don't mind going for add library. So let's see, all Hibernate jars are added. Okay, that's cool. So many jars came. So let's go for OJDBC6.jar also. Add jar option is there. So go to C drive. So go for what? Oracle exe. Search for, I think there is no search option here. Fine, NetBeans now. Okay. So let's get into app Oracle product 10.2 server JDBC. Select JDBC lib OJDBC 14. If you are having 11G, you will be adding what? OJDBC 6.jar. Let's confirm whether it is added or not. Yes. If you are having 11G, please add OJDBC 6.jar. If you are having 12C, you may go for what? OJDBC 7.jar. Okay, nice. Okay, boss. Step number, create packages. Let's go for how to create packages here. So I am creating some packages based on industry standards. New Java package. I am taking a package called com.nt.cfgs. Com is commercial, NT is organization name, Naresh Technology, CFC is for purpose of the project, purpose of the package, configuration file. Here I am going to place configuration file, if needed mapping file kind of things. New Java package com.nt.domain. I am going to create one domain class here. Say finish. Right click, new package. com.nt.test package. Nice. So let's see, new package com.nt.dao. Here I want to have DAO. Say finish. That's nice. So let's go for the implementation of the things. So you need not to, if you have a table, and it will take care of everything. So let's go for step number 5. Create Hibernate configuration file using Hibernate configuration wizard. Fine. I want to create configuration file here. That's why right click on that CFG package. Go to others. Here we have Hibernate option. We have a wizard. What is that wizard? Hibernate configuration wizard. Once again see it, Hibernate configuration wizard. Next, asking to choose the name of the file, hibernate.cfg. .xml will come automatically. Next, see .xml is reflecting. Folder, because I would want to place in a package. What is the package? com.nt.cfcs. Nice. Select the folder. Okay. Say next. See, it has to generate properties for which database? Oracle. So, but as of now, no connection is there. That's why I am taking new connection. New connection. And what is the database? Oracle thin driver. What is the jar? Jar, once again you can collect from here. What is this? C drive, Oracle exe, app, Oracle product 10.2, server, JDBC, lib, JDBC 14.jar. Jar is added. Fine, selected. It's suggesting to have latest one, but right now we don't have. Say next. Host, port number is nice, XID, username. Username in this system, it is what? System. Password is what? Manager. Yes, remember password. Yeah, SID is generated nicely. URL is generated nicely. Test connection. Test connection. Yes, it's saying that connection succeeded. Nice. Go for next. Go for next. Yeah, which database? Yes, schema. System only. So, yeah. So, you want to give any connection name? Yes, this is the connection. That's nice. Save, finish. Yes, it is automatically picking up the dialect here. See, some connection is selected here. That's nice. So, automatically coming back to the old wizard, right? Save, finish. So, good news is it automatically generates the configuration file. Minimum properties that are required in configuration file will be generated automatically by this wizard. So, it takes bit time, okay, a few seconds time, but at the end you will be populated with one configuration file. See, we are going to do so many things, but once in a while we will type the code. Maximum things will be taken care by these wizards. And good news in NetBeans is this is a built-in plugin. You need not to arrange plugins separately. In other video, I even talked about how to do the same job in what? Eclipse. So, there arranging plugin, that too compatible plugin is very tough job. We have to be very careful to choose that plugin. And after that, you have to follow certain process to generate what? To generate tables, domain classes, everything through reverse engineering process, everything through reverse engineering process. Yeah, after taking some time, it has generated configuration file. You can see the story here. You can see the source code. You can see the source code here. Yes, beautiful things have happened. Dialect is picking up automatically, driver class, URL, username, password, everything has come really nice. So, with this we are ready with the configuration file. So, let's see, let's go for the next point. Step number 3, create Hibernate Reverse Engineering file. Reverse engineering file pointing to database table, because otherwise how this wizard knows it has to generate domain class based on or mapping file based on certain table. So, in the reverse engineering XML only we point to that table, we map that table. Yes. Maybe when you develop a regular Hibernate application, there is no need of this reverse engineering XML. But when you are generating through reverse engineering, definitely this reverse engineering XML is required. Say new, other, that's nice. Go to Hibernate. Here we have reverse engineering wizard. Super. So, what is the location, configuration, what is the file name? Hibernate.reverseengineering.xml will come automatically. Location has come nicely. Fine. So let's proceed further. It's giving me all the tables, okay, and you have to pick up the table on which you want to perform reverse engineering. If there are multiple tables, pick up the multiple table. If there is one table, just pick up the one table and move to other side. So on that tables or single table, it simply becomes ready to perform reverse engineering. Yeah, it is just picking up all the tables. Yeah, here you select our table here. What is our table? Employee. Add there. Yes, selected that. Finish it. Yes, it has generated one reverse engineering file pointing to our table, boss. Pointing to our table. So with this we got reverse engineering XML generation also completed. Step number 4. Yes, generate domain class with annotations using wizard. Using what? Wizard. Let's see how to do this work. Here we are having domain package. Right click. Yeah, we are having what is this? Others. There again select Hibernate. So there is an option here. Again check it out. Hibernate mapping files and POSOs from database. Say next. Hibernate mapping files and POSOs from database. So this is the option I am going to use. This is the wizard I am going to use. Yes. What is the configuration file it should use for that? This one. Reverse engineering file, this one. I need Java file language features. I don't EJB3 annotation. I don't need mapping file. So domain code I need. Yes, these are the things. So Java file language feature means like annotation support, EJB3 annotations, package, correct package. So location, source packages, project, correct package. So only the thing is you have to just work with them. Since I am decided to work with annotation based domain classes, there is no need of selecting this. Say finish. Yeah. If you observe very carefully, we have a domain class. There we got employee.java. In this employee.java, see we got lot of annotations here. Entity, table, ID, column, all getter and setter methods, column. A perfect domain class with annotations has come. Okay. So with this we are ready with domain class also. So let's go for step number 5. Generate Hibernate util.java file having logic to create session factory object using wizard. It's awesome feature here. Using wizard. So we have separate wizard to generate even this class, Hibernate util class. First let me create a package. So Java package, the package I am taking here is com.nt.utility. com.nt.utility. Yes. Right click new. Right. Here option is there other. Choose Hibernate. There is option Hibernate util.java. Say next. You want the same name or different name? Let me take same name. So what is this? Hibernate util.java. .java will come automatically. Nice. Package is this. Project is this. Finish. The beauty of this one is it automatically generates code to create session factory object in static block, and to return that session factory object by generating one user defined method called get session factory. So I think for better visibility I'll go for I'll try to increase the font size. Font and colors. Font and colors. Choose bold. Choose Calibri. Some 14th font. Yes. What is the specialty of this line? In this line, all 26 letters are covered, so that we can see the preview of each letter of each point. Say OK. OK, boss. Yes, we got it. But here small change is there. So we'll go for regular one, new configuration, because it is giving some deprecated code. We'll go for regular one, new configuration dot configure. Yes, it is given as a, by assuming configuration file is there in SRC, but it is actually there in a package. What is that package? com/nt/cfg/hibernate.cfg.xml. Here is my this one, control plus shift plus O. I am trying to import the package. Oh, I think it's a NetBeans IDE. In NetBeans IDE, package import statement shortcut is control plus shift plus I. In Eclipse, it is control plus shift plus O, but here is this. So somehow we got a code here to create all this stuff. It is returning what? Session factory and return session factory. So here I will take one more method. I'll add some more methods to public static session. What is this? Get session. Session get session. There I will write a logic to create and return Hibernate session object. What is this? Session factory dot, what is this? Open session. So control plus shift plus O. Sorry, it's not O, it's I, because basically we are Eclipse users. Generally it happens. Okay. So it giving me this one. Similarly, let me develop another two methods having capability to close objects. So public static void close session. Close session. So here nothing else, we just try to close the session object. Here we just try to close the session object. So in order to close session object, first of all you have to access the session object. So to access the session object, what I do is I will try to modify the code little bit here. I'll try to modify the code little bit here. Otherwise, we'll try to close in our client application only. Wherever we are using, there only we'll try to close. So as of now, let's focus on what? DAO development. Let's focus on DAO development. Step number 6. Yes. So in that step number 6, develop DAO classes. Develop DAO interface, DAO IMPL class, implementation, DAO data access object, and DAO factory class. What class here? DAO factory class. Shall we move here? Right. Here is my DAO. There we got interface, Java interface. I am taking, since it's an employee example, I am taking what? Employee DAO. Nice. So fine. And you know that this interface contains declaration of the methods. So public void I want to perform select operation here. Select operation means what? I just want to get in the form of what? Domain class object. Public this, next what? Get employee by number. Here is what? Int NO. Int NO. This is my domain class that is dynamically generated. So let's import the package. Control plus shift plus I. Yes. Let's develop the implementation class. new Java class. Here is my employee DAO IMPL. So employee DAO IMPL, that's nice. So like Eclipse, we don't have any provision to specify interface to be implemented. We have to do that work manually. Implements, what is this? Employee DAO. Implements employee DAO. Control plus Shift plus I. So let's go for add unimplemented methods as usually. Add abstract methods or unimplemented methods. Yes, we are implementing here. So here we write a logic. Here we write a logic to load the objects and all the stuff, right? So first get the session. Get to session. So get session here. Session SES is equal to what? Null. There we got SES is equal to Hibernate util dot. Hibernate util dot get session. So we got a session object. We seriously got the session object here. Done. So now let's focus on get object. We know get method is there to load the object, yes. So but that gives me domain class object. So for that purpose what I do is employee emp is equal to null. I'm just following coding standards, nothing else. Yes, here is my emp is equal to session dot get. Session dot get, then tell me what is this? Employee dot class, what is there? ENO. Nice. So if emp not equal to null, yes, here some typecasting is also required. We'll go for that typecasting. Yes, if emp not equal to null, so I just want to return null. I just want to return emp. Else null. Actually not required, you can directly return. Actually not required, directly you can return emp itself. Okay, as usually this is what? End of. This is what? End of method. This is end of class. End of method, end of class. Okay, fine. So we are ready with the DAO implementation class also. So let's go for factory class. Factory is there to create and return object. Factory, ice cream factory creates and returns ice creams. Car factory manufactures and gives factory. DAO factory creates and returns what? DAO implementation class object. So let's go for Java class. There I am taking what? Employee DAO factory. Factory main intention is creating and returning object, and indirectly it provides abstraction for the end user, abstraction for the programmer towards creating and what? Object. So you don't know anything, you just ask factory give me object, gives the object. So programmer is least bothered about how factory is creating object, whether factory is creating object by creating other objects, directly this object is created, before creating this object is creating other object or not, whether it is creating using 0 parama, 1 parama, 3 parama, you are least bothered about anything. You ask factory to give object, it gives the object. Best example is driver manager dot get connection. That's the best example for factory. Simple theory there. You ask that method, give me connection object, it gives connection object. So actually internally there are so many classes given by different drivers. implementing connection interface. Based on the given URL, it will pick up one of those implementation classes, creates object and returns object. But you are least bothered about that. You call method, you will get the connection object. You simply refer that one by using what? Connection interface reference variable. So that means you are just getting connection object when you ask it. It is providing abstraction on what? Connection object creation process. So my factory intention is also something. When client asks DAO, you should give DAO. Client or programmer should not bother about how we are creating DAO. Okay, that's our headache. Factory should take care of it. So that's why factories are there to create and return objects and to provide abstraction on what? Object creation process. Abstraction means hiding the implementations. Public employee DAO. Let's take this method as a static method so that we can get the DAO object through factory without creating object for factory. So generally we take this method name as what? Get instance. This return new employee DAO IMPL. Return new employee DAO IMPL. Yes, we are ready with implementation class, DAO implementation class. So with this we are ready with this, boss. Alright. I think earlier some wrong numbering has come. Now I am correcting that. Already corrected. Fine. Step number 10. Step number 10, go for develop client application. But before developing client application, I would like to see whether our configuration file is updated or not. Go to configuration file, see the source. That's a this is updated with mapping class here. That's a great news. You need not to update separately. The moment domain class is generated, it automatically updates what? Configuration file. You know that when you are working with domain class with annotation, mapping annotation, that should be configured in what? Mapping file. So that part is automatically done by this one. So let's come to our basic step. Develop client application to test the entire environment. Right click Java class. So test client. Some client application here. So package is right. .java will come automatically. Let's develop this one. Here I am typing PSVM tab space, automatically generates public static void main here, and I want to get DAO. Let's get the DAO, because in the DAO only we have a persistence logic. So let's go for employee DAO. DAO is equal to null. Yes, let's import the package control plus shift plus I. Nice. So through factory I want to get the DAO. So what is that? DAO is equal to what's the factory name, boss? Employee DAO factory dot get instance. Get instance. We got the DAO. So invoke method. Nice. So when we invoke method, I am going to get employee domain class object to hold it. Employee emp is equal to null. Nice. Control plus shift plus I. Next here what? Emp is equal to DAO dot get employee by number. Get employee by number. So I think in the table we have which number here? Just now we inserted one 356. Let's pass 356. So I think we have not added any toString method. Let's display the record. So sout tab space gives what? System.out.println. Sout tab space gives system.out.println. EMP details. Here EMP dot what is this? get EID, emp dot, come on, emp dot get first name, some space there, emp dot get last name, emp dot get email, emp dot get email. So here is my get last name and this is my this one. Okay, that's done. So let's close JDBC object, not JDBC, Hibernate objects. Close objects. Yeah, close. Here we got access to session. We are closing the session. We are got access to, oh, here we don't have that, fine. So then how to close them? Since we are not having access to them, so anyhow closing is not required. We need not to worry about that. So otherwise you have to write 1 to extra methods in what? Utility classes, and you have to close them, and you can call those methods over here. You can call those methods over here. So anyhow, that's not important one. Let's run the application. Okay, let's run the application. Let's run the application. Taking bit time to configure everything. So once it is done, let's see. We got the record emp detail 356 Raja Rao at gmail.com. Yes, we got the record here. So like this we can complete reverse engineering. Observe very carefully, we have not developed configuration file, we have not developed utility class, we have not developed domain class with annotation. All they are generated through reverse engineering. So once we got them, we have added some DAO kind of special things, follow some standards, okay, to develop the persistence logic, and later we use DAO in the client application to test, yes, that our Hibernate persistence logic is working. So thank you.